Hey girls.
Hi.
How are ya?
What's going on?
Someone literally called me out in my comments the other day. They were like, when is a new podcast dropping? And I said, oh my gosh, we're actually recording tomorrow, aka today.
Slay.
And she said, what happened to the weekly episodes? Ha ha ha, JK, love you. I was like, oh. And
Whoop. I was like, well, first of all, Miss Ma'am was in Nevis. Hi.
Yeah, I was out of the country.
It's okay to take a little break.
It's okay. And Brittany's super busy. She's a busy gal.
I am a busy girl, but we are from now until am I okay?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Yep. Heard. I'm glad
You get it.
I'm glad you're picking it. Okay. Yeah. Say we get it. It's okay. Everything's fine. No, but we are committing to Wednesdays. That's our goal. Look at my headphones right now.
Oh.
Straight jacket. Hi.
Okay, the fault in our stars.
It's a metaphor, Sophia. It's a metaphor. Like
That was such a cheeseball movie.
Dude, I know.
That was like a cultural reset movie.
I'm taking my headphones out so I can fix it, but I can still hear you.
That one, and I don't know why, for some reason I relate The Fault in Our Stars to 13 Reasons Why. I feel like I'm gonna have to repeat this for Brittany.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like I relate The Fault in Our Stars to 13 Reasons Why. I feel like they kind of came out around like the same.
13 Reasons Why should have ended after episode 13. Like, it should have been after one season. Wasn't there like 3 or 4 seasons? After one season, it should have been over and done with. Like, you know, we get it. Everybody was her 13th reason, and it was just over and done with. Like, that's crazy. Like, the ending scene, that should have been it.
Yeah,
it should have been a movie.
Yeah,
it should have been a movie.
It definitely should have been a movie.
Feel that.
I'm ready for Miss Who the Did I Marry to get her movie. I know it's coming out at HBO Max. I know it is.
Oh, I know it. Or Lifetime with Miss Jip Jip.
Have you seen the teasers?
No.
For Gypsy Rose's Lifetime?
No. I want to watch it, but I don't have freaking Lifetime.
Drama.
Yeah?
Drama. Oh my gosh. She telling this man, I don't want to be married to you. And he's like, oh, just go call Ken. And Ken is like, oh.
I did see that one.
Yeah. It's just like, it's tea. And there's like some self-recordings of like Gypsy like recording herself on her iPhone, like crying, like, I can't do this anymore. Like, they really documented, it seems like they documented everything, which that's what I'm there for. Like, please don't tell me the story of her mother's murder again. Like, I want to know the actual ins and outs of the family.
Like,
and her divorce.
Life after lockup. Like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, love after lockup. Yeah. Like, I want to know. I want to see everything.
Yes, and I saw a scene where her dad was saying something along the lines of, well, that's how Ken's gonna like weasel his way back in. So it insinuates that the family doesn't even like Ken.
Oh my god.
I know.
I'm telling you, I want to watch it, but I don't have freaking why Lifetime why not Amazon Prime?
Girl, you know she got that good 6-figure deal.
I mean, period. But like, who in this generation has Lifetime? Like, am I about to do the free subscription to watch it and then delete it afterward? But knowing me, I'm gonna forget. And next thing you know, my credit card statement's gonna come out and it's be like, Lifetime, $22.99 this month. I'll be like, huh?
I will definitely be partaking in a free trial. 100%.
Is it like, okay, so is it just like a full, like, just one episode documentary, or is it multiple? Do you know? Because if it's multiple episodes, I might take the L for a month and pay for it.
Oh, I'm sure that it's multiple, because I think it tells a story. Like, she knew she was filming this before she even left jail. Like, they had been filming this for a while. So from before she left to the day she left to, like, her marriage, the breakdown of the marriage, and now her new boyfriend, like, they're following everything.
Imagine just... I can't help but laugh, but just imagine... I'm sorry. Imagine literally going to prison. I'm sorry. Just imagine going to prison and just like not knowing anything like about anything, and then getting out of prison and having a camera shoved in your face.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just can't. I couldn't even cope
No.
With that, just like I feel so bad for her. I mean, granted, she is racking in that dough, babe. She's racking in the dough, but it's like and did you see her video that she's taking a break? Dude, she made a TikTok. She's turned her comments off on her TikTok videos, but she made a video being like, yeah, guys, like, I'm just gonna take a break to like prioritize me and my family. And, you know, and blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm going to be posting some, like, promotional videos talking about my documentary coming out on Lifetime and, like, blah, blah, blah. But she's, like, full on taking a little SM break.
Yikes.
I know.
Poor girl.
Bless her heart.
I did see, and this is bad.
Oh, no.
I did see her getting her makeup done by a celebrity makeup artist. And the lady was asking her just like a couple questions, I guess, about her time while she was doing her makeup. And Gypsy said something like, you know, when I got out of prison, like, I had to learn all the new, like, slang of this generation. Like, I had no idea what slay or mother meant. Sorry,
like,
what?
It's like, babe.
Slay or who?
Like
Slay your what? Slay your mom?
Freudian slip? Like, slay
Whoa.
mother.
And I didn't even catch it. I didn't even catch it until someone duetted it. And was like, slay and mother?
Like, slaying mother?
Slay as in your mother?
Yeah. Slay as in you went to prison for it?
Which, like, and I see that some hate comments about her and, like, how are we giving this girl a platform? How are we giving her, like, a pedestal and blah, 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 and this is disgusting. Y'all are glorifying a murderer. Okay, first off, I'm not glorifying her by any means. Right. I don't wake up in the morning and say goodnight and amen to Gypsy Rose and God. Like, it's just God, okay? So I'm not glorifying her. Second off, if we held you accountable, you the listener, you the commenter, whatever, for something that you did for the rest of your life and never let you get over it, never just like forgave you and forgot about it and let you have your punishment and go through the consequences and there was an end to it, if it was a constant punishment for the rest of your life, you would be so mad about that. Like, can people not just let me live? This girl served her time. She served her time. She got her sentence. Also, she didn't actually do the physical killing. Yes, she, I guess, like, told this kid to do it and they planned it together and whatever, but her mother abused her, like, you her entire life.
Like, you can't even, you know, it's just like lying about her age, ripping all of her teeth out, saying that she can't have sugar, like, you know, pumping her with drugs, like, you know, like, I could not even imagine, like, and then the culture shock of finding out that everything was a lie and not having any means or not knowing how to escape because the only person that you have in your life is your mother who is abusing you. Like, that's, like, people just don't realize, like, they're not putting two and two together. Like, they just do not realize all of the crap that's happening and, like, all that's going on, and it's actually insane. It's insane. Like, if she pulled like a Casey Anthony, you know, where she like offed her kid and then got off scot-free, that's a completely different story.
Yeah,
that's completely something that, like, Casey Anthony is, like, that name is just tainted, like, no, like, forever. And that is a person that we can be like, there was evidence you killed your kid, like, you got off. How? Don't really know. But, you know, that's a completely different story. That's a hill I'm gonna die on.
Gypsy, no. There's just, this girl should not have this hung over her head for the rest of her life. I'm sure,
yes, if
anything, she would, like, it'll always be remembered and it'll always be associated with her, but that doesn't mean that she has to live in hiding for the rest of her life.
Exactly.
100% no. Sorry, no. No, Karen.
Speaking of remembering for the rest of your life, there's something that I brought up to you before we recorded that I wanted to bring up. Did you see Kanye West's kid, Northwest, do the Lion King performance?
I saw her in some outfit that reminded me of Big Bird.
You don't know anything about it?
No.
Oh my God. I'm so happy you don't know anything about it, so I can tell you about it. So basically, it's like the I can't even remember, like the 30th anniversary, like 50th anniversary of the Lion King, like OG Lion King. And this is like a Broadway thing, like big names, like OG, like even like Jennifer Hudson was there, like, and you know, like OG Lion King, like, from the beginning. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And they were, like, putting out castings to have, like, certain parts, including, oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen The Lion King. The character's like, I just can't wait to be king. Like, not Simba. I can't remember.
Nala?
Mufasa? Nala, no, Mufasa was the lion who, it wasn't, Scar was the one who killed Mufasa. Yeah. Was it? And then, it's, oh my god. It's not Nala, because Nala was a girl. I can't remember, but, like, the kid, the son, they were putting out, like, castings for this role for, like, kids that were in Broadway and things like that, because, like, it's such a big part. Literally, Kim Kardashian went to the producer and was like, I want my kid, or, like, North wants to be Simba. Like, North wants to be Simba. And they said, I guess they dished out some freaking hard cheddar, and they got her to be Simba. And she sucked. Oh my god. Sophia, literally, like, I'm gonna pull it up. Like, it's like,
please.
Every other video is what we talked about before we started recording, or the Northwest on, and then people are like parents are posting their kids' audition tapes, being like, my kid's been in Broadway, they've been in theater, like, they do, like, they've trained for this their whole lives, like, granted they're only like 10 or 11, but this is a passion, this is what they want to do for the rest of their lives. So, like, I've seen, like, talented, like, if only I could sing like that, children, like, belting out in song. And also the costume that she wore was something that they insisted, like, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, she made her own costume. Like, that freaking hood with the fur on it.
The Big Bird outfit.
But the Big Bird outfit, that was, but what's crazy is that, like, in the movie, obviously, like, a young lion cub is not going to have a mane yet because he's not an adult.
No.
So she had this freaking hood on. Dude, I know. And everybody is like, dude, everybody was like, let's not blame North. Granted, Nepo-baby, like, obviously she can snap her fingers and get anything that she wants because her mom is literally Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's dad, but, you know, it is what it is. But it's just like, oh my god, I can't wait for you to hear it.
I am ill over that.
Okay, here. Just wait. Can you hear it? Here we go. This is the worst part. Dude, that was a, like, 50th anniversary, not a school play, not at the middle school where there's about maybe 100 parents with Broadway with their iPads out recording. This is Broadway. Like, this is a huge production in front of thousands and thousands of people.
It's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but for Broadway, it is one of the worst things I've ever heard.
It's like, it's because, like, Lion King is a Broadway play, but it was like the 50th or like the however long anniversary of when it first came out. So it was this huge deal.
Yeah.
And everybody is so livid at Kanye West, at Kim Kardashian. A lot of people are like, because I've been seeing both sides. I've been seeing, obviously, it's the parents that are like, she's just a kid. She's just a child. She did fine. And people are like, we're not mad at North. Like, she's a child.
Right.
We're mad at the parents for putting her in that situation. Because I guarantee you couldn't waterboard this information out of me if something like that happened. You would not be able to torture this video out of me.
No.
If I made an embarrassment of myself at the 50th anniversary of The Lion King and I was on stage wailing like that, that's crazy. And I saw like the actual, you know, like Broadway play. I saw the kids that play the actual characters, and like they are harmonizing, they're belting, they're like basically borderline opera singers. And I mean, obviously they have to be good because they're on freaking Broadway at the age of 10.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then literally all they had to do was just drop some bands and North got to be freaking.
I hate that.
Dude, I'm telling you, the entitlement, the freaking, like, I am like the comments that are like, I wish that they would just be told no.
Yes, that's what needs to happen, is they need to be told no. And you're right, it might not be North. Like, it may not have been like a, Daddy, I want to be in Lion King and I want it now. Like,
right.
it could have simply been Kim and Kanye being like, no, Northie, this is what you're gonna do. Mommy and Daddy are gonna get it for you. Don't worry about it. We're gonna make, like, so yeah, like, don't blame the kid, but she doesn't have the best voice. And, like,
no.
why would you do that to her? Like, why would you put her in that position?
Especially,
and then think
like,
that no one is going to put two and two together, that, like, the story isn't going to come out, that you
right.
paid for this position.
Right. And especially, it like, what got me was the costume. Because I saw
that's so Kanye.
I saw for sure. I saw the original clip of, like, what the kids are supposed to be wearing. And the kids that were originally playing the part, like, in the actual Broadway musical, and they had like almost like it was almost giving Cats, you know, where they had the face makeup, they had like the nose put on, they had like stripes, like, or like fake fur, like they looked the part.
Yeah.
So, and then like on, like, I'll have to send you a video, like one of the videos, so you can go down the rabbit hole too. But like, other characters were on the stage, like, pulling her so she can get to her spot.
Oh,
like,
no.
it was just obvious that the directors, like, did not spend enough time with her, like, in rehearsal. Like, she did not rehearse enough. Like, they basically just threw her out there. That's the vibe that I picked up on. I mean, granted, kudos for her for, like, having the gonads to, like, go out there. Yeah. And do that in front of that many people. I mean, granted, she's gone on tour with her dad. Like, Miss West.
Yeah, and I hate that song.
Your bestie. So, like, it's a stupid song. It gets stuck in my head, though, and I hate it. It's a stupid freaking song. But it's just, like, granted, she goes to Kanye's concerts with him and, like, does that. So, like, I guess that didn't even faze her. But it's just, like, it's just a matter of fact that I really hope you go down the rabbit hole, because
I will. I saw the costume. I saw Kim Kardashian post pictures of North, and I thought, having no knowledge of this Broadway Lion King thing, I was like, ooh, that's like a cute, like, furry, whatever that is. Like, okay, it looks model-esque. It looks fashion. It looks high fashion. Right. It does not look play. It does not look theater at all.
She looked so out of place because she's like, I
imagine
she's surrounded by people,
animals
who, she's literally like just look at, like,
for
her compared.
Viewers. Oh my gosh. No.
Like, she just
with
doesn't,
the shorts. Why is she wearing big basketball shorts?
With the shorts and the freaking, like, fuzzy Ugg boots. Like,
and you said
girl.
they made the parents costume.
I mean, I don't know for sure. You know, I don't have Kim K on speed dial, but from the videos that I saw, people were like, there's no way, because it's the other people going down the rabbit hole and they're putting two and two together, because they're like, these are the costumes that the kids wear on Broadway,
right?
And then this is the stuff that North usually wears, and that Kanye wears, and that Kim wears. So, like, there's just, like, it's impossible for that to be a coincidence.
Yeah, no, you're right. The thing that I wanted to talk about, we're so connected, was also the Kardashians.
Love.
So I was just clicking through my Instagram stories the other day, and I follow Alabama Barker, who is Travis Barker's daughter. Mm-hmm. Travis Barker is married to Kourtney Kardashian. Mm-hmm. First off, I love the name Alabama. I think it's like such a sick name. I love a different name. Something that's not, whatever. I appreciate it. I think she's a baddie. But tell me why she's posting a GoFundMe for someone in her family. Please tell me why. I think it's one of her aunts has, and so sad to hear. The aunt is, I think, fighting brain cancer or some sort of cancer, maybe in her brain. I'm not sure, but she has surgeries to undergo. She has radiation. She has chemo. Alabama, with millions of followers, posted this. Hey, if y'all could at least just give, or if y'all could even give $1, it would be appreciated. My aunt is undergoing brain surgery. Why are you not just funding it? It just does not make sense to me. It doesn't. I'll never understand that.
If 2 + 2 is 4, like you know what I mean. Like that's what's.
And I don't know if it's on her mom's side and maybe not Travis Barker's side, so we can't assume that it's like Kardashian money could fund this, because if it's Travis Barker's side, like they all have money. He's a Blink-182. Like, come on.
Like, but her father is...
The mom has money, and Alabama has her own money as well. Like, so I just don't understand the thought process. Like, you are asking your followers for money when you have thousands, probably 6 figures in your bank account as an 18-year-old.
Like, I cannot even... I can't. Like, that's when Kylie did the whole GoFundMe for her makeup artist. You remember that?
Yes.
Like, babe, you're acting like you're not a billionaire. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Wouldn't you want to just bless them and say, hey, I'm going to write you a check for $50,000? Like, that's what I would do. Let me just give you a lump sum, like, or $10K or something. But like,
exactly.
Why couldn't Alabama just write a check for $50K and then let other people in her family who don't have a platform post the GoFundMe?
Exactly. Like, on the family Facebook page.
Literally, just put it on the Facebook.
What else is Facebook for?
Oh my God.
GoFundMes, and they don't go to this nail salon because they scratched me. Like, that's you know what I mean?
They scratch me.
They scratch me. Every time I get on Facebook, I see GoFundMe for my dog's eye surgery, or the don't go to this establishment, I found a cricket in my chicken. You know what I mean? Like, that's the stuff that I see on Facebook. That's like, babe, my love, it would be so much different if it was somebody random. Yes. If it was like, one of my followers reached out and like her aunt and she asked me to share this GoFundMe. So like, I'm going to do that for her. And like, I've donated this, I'm like $1,000, like whatever. I've donated blank amount of money to her. I'm just like really hoping that she pulls through, like blah, 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 whatever. But the fact that it's her, Travis Barker is her dad, dude. I hate that. That makes my blood boil. I'm like, dude.
I feel like we shouldn't even have to talk about this. Like, this seems like it's like one of those things you just don't do.
Exactly.
You just think, like, the privilege that I have, like, think about the position that you're in, and then think about everyone else. There is probably not going to be many people who are seeing that story who have more money than you.
Right.
And if you do, maybe you could just send it in a group message with you and your other celebrity friends. And they could all give $10K. And it would it would actually not even make a dent in their finances at all. It wouldn't even make a difference. Like, but to ask your followers who, like, and some people are so loyal. That's the thing too, is it's like some people probably don't need to be doing this GoFundMe right now. Like, they probably need to be worried about putting food on their table or paying their insurance or this, that, and the other, but like, they'll feel obligated, like, I want to help someone. Right. I want to help someone. Like, let this girl fund her aunt's brain surgery. Like,
oh my God,
I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way every time. It just does. Because I'm like,
nuts.
If I was in your position, I would want to bless someone and fund the surgery for them and say, you know what, don't even worry about it, here's the check.
Like, I got it.
Yeah.
Like, I can make that tomorrow. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. God, that makes me so icky.
So icky.
Nepo-babies, dude.
If I had money, that would be one of my favorite things to do. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't have any money at all. And it's just like, if I had so much money at my disposal, I would want to bless people every day. I would want to fund college tuitions.
Yes.
I would want to cash out someone's GoFundMe. Like, their goal is 50,000 and they're at 20,000. Like, here, let me give you the 30K. Like,
right.
That would feel good. You know,
like a Keith Lee kind of vibe where he goes into restaurants and like tips $2,000. Like,
yes,
like that's so cool. Like that just kills me.
I know
it kills me. Like,
I know. Whatever, literally whatever.
Oh.
Okay, wait. So tell me about you getting this new couch.
Like, I bought a couch. So it was a brisk Saturday. This past Saturday. And I'm going to tell you the whole story. So I woke up and I was like, you know what? Obviously it's a Saturday morning. I've woken up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and I hear this faint, hey. And it's my wallet being like, hey, come spend me, basically.
Use me and
abuse me. Pick me, choose me, love me. Like, whatever. So I'm like, oh, fine. Like, I gotta get my fix. Like, sure, whatever. So I'm like, what can I spend my money on? Oh, I want bedside tables.
Oh, okay.
I want some bedside tables because I have some, but they don't match. And they don't match the vibe of my bed frame. And I want some bedside tables to match the vibe of my bed frame. So I said, you know what? Let's go thrifting. Why not? So I was like, let's go thrifting. So I get in my car. I go to the first thrift store that I see. I see my current couch. I see it outside. I was like, I don't need a couch. Like, I just keep walking. Go in there and I'm looking around. I don't find anything. I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm trying to be good. Foreshadowing, I wasn't. I was like, I'm trying to be good. Like, I'm just going to buy the thing that I came in here for. I'm not going to buy anything extra. And I said, fine. So didn't find any end tables. So I left and I started really looking at the couch and I was like, oh, like it's a sectional couch. How cool. I made the mistake of sitting on it. If you know anything about me, for those of you who are listening and or watching, I am drawn to soft, cozy, fuzzy, comfy things. Like the whole modern design of furniture looks like my version of hell. Like I wouldn't want to sit on a chair that I'm just going to slide off of. You know what I mean? Like, give me a cushion, give me a fuzzy blanket, give me some sort of comfort, please and thank you, so I could decompress. So I made the mistake of sitting on it. And as soon as I sat on it, I sunk in. And not as sunk in as like this has been sat on before, but like a comfy, I could take a nap here, sunk in. And I immediately was like, I have to have this couch. Like, something came over me. I did the measurements. I drove home because the thrift store that I went to was like not even 10 minutes away from my house. So I did the measurements, went home, measured where it is now. And I'm like, it fits perfectly. It's about the same size, if not like maybe 2 inches smaller in length than the other couch that we had.
Oh.
And I was like, so I immediately called my dad because my dad was the one who gave me our other couch because he was moving out of his apartment. So he was like, I'll give you this couch. So I called him. I said, would you be terribly offended if I threw away this couch or if I got rid of this couch? And he goes, no, I don't care. Like that was given to me. Like it was a hand-me-down at this point. So I said, okay, Sly, because I found a couch. So I explained to him the situation and I was like, are you available? He goes, I can come Wednesday. So I went back to, this is all relevant information, I promise. So I went back to the thrift store and I talked to the cashier and I was like, that couch out there, has anybody bought it? Because it's been at this point 30 minutes. And she was like, no, nobody's gotten it yet. I said, can I buy it and can you hold it for me until Wednesday? Because all of my friends that have trucks are out of town. And my dad included is out of town. And she goes, I don't think that'll be an issue, but let me talk to my manager. Manager comes around and he said, this needs to be gone today.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, great. He goes, because the past couple of, like the last night we got it. He was like, we got it yesterday. And last night I took the cushions inside and just left granted the couch was, yes, it was technically outside, but it was underneath a pavilion. Mm-hmm. So there was no like wear and tear to like inclement weather. So he was like, but it needs to be gone today because we're closed all weekend. We're closed tomorrow, Sunday, and we're closed on Monday for Memorial Day, and we're reopening on Tuesday. So he was like, this needs to be gone today because I have no room to truck it back inside. So I was like, great. Perfect. So I start brainstorming. Sophia, just guess how much I paid for this couch. Just throw a number out.
I was going to ask, and I was hoping that you'd be okay to tell us.
Oh, I'm 100% going to tell you how much I bought it for. Just throw a number out there.
Okay, I would like to preface this with, I'm a terrible guesser. I'm always either like way too high or like way too low.
That's okay. So keep in mind, I got this at a thrift store.
Yeah.
Not a consignment shop, a thrift store.
$500?
You're going to crap yourself when I tell you how much I paid for this couch. $150.
You're kidding.
Because it was originally $200, but they were having a 25% off Memorial Day furniture sale.
Cha-ching!
This is an IKEA couch.
Oh my gosh, you know the brand? Like you were able to like track it.
Because when the manager walked outside with me, because he was trying to tell me like this needs to be gone today, he said because the cover that was originally on the couch was disgusting. It was crusty. It was like this ugly, like dirty mustard yellow with stains on it. It was ripped. Like it was ugly, which is why I just batted an eye to it when I walked by it. And then he goes, the cover comes off of the couch and there's a white couch underneath of it.
Oh.
So he's like, the cover you can take off. The cushion covers you can take off. He goes, there's a white couch underneath of it. And he said, I'll even show you. And he took one of the covers off and said, see, there's a couch here. He said there are like a little wear and tear stains, but he's like, because it's obviously used. But he was like, but it's an IKEA couch, so you can go on IKEA and you can buy a new couch cover, because they sell sectional couch covers.
Yeah.
So as soon as he said that, because the only reason that I was hesitant is because it was so dirty. I was like, this is absolutely horrid. Like it was obvious that it was loved, though. You know what I mean? Like it was obvious that it wasn't like in some like random garage at like a farmhouse. You know, like it was obviously like a family couch. It was loved, but it was like they needed an upgrade. So I immediately was like, I want this couch. I'm getting this couch. I started brainstorming. I was like, what do I do? I didn't know what to do. I rented a U-Haul.
Heck yeah.
I rented a U-Haul. I was like, because I was talking to my mom on the phone and I was like, Mom, I don't know what to do. Like I drive a little RAV4. Like I can't. And granted, the sectional broke out into 3 separate pieces. Yeah. But even then, I couldn't even fit one piece in my actual car. And I'm not strapping that thing on top of my car. No. Absolutely not. I'm not scratching that thing up. I just got it. So I was like, I was talking to my mom and I was like, I genuinely don't know what to do. She's like, try Home Depot, because Home Depot and Lowe's, they have just pickup trucks for rent. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went there and they had a 4-hour rental for like $20. Or they had an all-day rental for like $200. And I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not doing that. I was like, first of all, I may have to take a couple trips back and forth. And if that's the case, then, you know, that's just not going to work. Like, it's going to be more than 4 hours and I'm not paying more than I'm paying for this couch for it. So I actually went on U-Haul and I got like a utility van. Like like the white vans you see, like the work vans. I rented that van and I was like, we're doing this. I went to go pick it up, left my car at the U-Haul place, drove it back to the thrift store. They had 3 guys come out and load it into the van for me. And I was like, bound and determined to get this couch out and do it all by myself because my mom is busy. And I was like, I'm going to do this alone. Like, I'm like fully mentally preparing for myself to do it alone. But then my mom calls me and she was like, hey, I felt bad. I stopped what I'm doing. I'm coming over to your house and I'm going to help you. And I was like, Eureka, big fan. So she came to the house and we got it all taken care of. And we were going to go to the dump because the couch was like, there's like stains. It's been broken in. Like the springs are all jacked up. Like it was time to go. The couch needed to go.
Your old couch.
The old couch. Yeah. The couch needed to go. So miraculously, my mom and I got the old couch into the back of the U-Haul.
By yourselves?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I like, I don't look it, but I'm pretty strong. Like, I can like,
you do be carrying those boxes though.
I do be carrying kegs and boxes. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do be carrying heavy stuff. But like this one section of the couch, like, I lifted it out of the U-Haul myself. Like, I you can't see it, but like, I'm pretty strong. So, and so, like, my mom, I would have to go over to one side and like have to lift it up, and my mom would have to hold it, and I would have to go to the other side and physically pick up the other side. Like, and we got it in the back of the U-Haul. And when I run on adrenaline, I can do anything. When I set my mind to something, and when I'm like in the sense of like, I want this, and I've made up my mind that I want it, something absolutely detrimental or like hell would have to freeze over. I would have to get hit by a car. I would have to have my legs broken in order for me to stop me from doing it. You know what I mean? Like, as dramatic as that sounds, like one of those like try and stop me kind of things, like eyes poking out of my head, you know? So we got the U-Haul in the back of the car, in the back of the U-Haul, and we were going to go to the dump but also the dump has this area where if you just want to get rid of something, they have this little area that you can unload it, and then people will come to the dump, and it's almost like a free, it's like a Facebook marketplace, but like it's all for free. So there's this little area that you can go to where people drop off furniture, toys, things like that they don't want to throw away. They just want to get rid of and donate. And then people will drive to the dump, and they will look at that little section and like take things home. So I've seen refrigerators, washers, you know, things like that there. So we were fully prepared to go to the dump to put that couch in that area. But then next thing you know, we're driving down the road, and I was stressing out because I only had the rental for 4 hours, because I was like, I'm not paying for a whole day. So I was stressed out a little bit, and we were driving down the street, and my mom was like, Brittany, there's a Goodwill literally right there. So I said, oh, heck yeah. I pulled into the parking lot. I rolled the window down. I said, can y'all take a couch? And the guy goes, yeah. And I said, can you help me get it out? And he goes, yeah. I said, heard, I'm pulling up. And I skirt into the parking spot. Kid,
I'm finna with this hoe.
No, I'm finna with this hoe. But yeah, I pulled up into the parking spot, and the kid helped me get the freaking couch out, and I took the U-Haul back. U-Haul only cost me $40. Done and done. I got home. I immediately ripped all the covers off. I just like, they just like smelled musty, so I just like took all the covers off and just chucked them. They were in washer. I found the tag in their washer machine safe, so I just threw them in the washer, just in case I changed my mind, or like maybe they came out looking nicer when I washed them. They're still crusty, so I'm gonna I'm gonna throw them away. But I think for my birthday, oh God, this is such an adult birthday gift. I think I'm gonna ask for a couch cover for my birthday.
The great thing about IKEA is that like you can buy like an exact fit for that specific IKEA couch. Like, I got a cabinet off of Facebook Marketplace from IKEA, and I wanted to put drawers in it, but like, you can't just put any drawers. You have to like put the IKEA drawers that go with it. It's like, but then you know it's gonna fit. Like, you know, you can buy the couch cover and it'll be perfect.
Yep.
That's so fun. I love that for you. And that was like impulsive too, so you didn't have to stress about it for weeks. Like, oh, I need to find a couch. I need to look. It just like came to you.
And I've always wanted a sectional. Like, when I was a kid, I would look at people's couches and their front porches. That was my thing. Like, my mom and I's thing, like sometimes Sundays after church, my mom and I would go on a drive, and we would just go and like look at, like, we would go drive through newly developed neighborhoods, or like neighborhoods, like pop-up neighborhoods, and we would just like see how the houses were built. And one thing that we would look at is the front porches. So now whenever I go drive by a house, I look at their porch, and I'm like, oh, I like that porch. It's a nice porch. But it was either that, or then when I would go into people's houses, I would see what kind of couch they had, and if they had a sectional. That was my idea of like, oh, they have their crap together, like they've made it, like they have a whole sectional couch. And then every time that I would sit on it, I would sit in like the little corner, and I would just have like You know, I would like sink into the corner and I would like prop my legs up and like have my stuff here next to me. And literally every day since Saturday, I have been looking forward to coming home because I would get home from work and I have just plopped right here on this couch. And I ordered a new coloring book. I bought some fancy markers. I've been watching TV and just eating it up. I've been watching Say Yes to the Dress. I've been eating it up, like the old like 2000s Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah.
And it's so great. I love it.
Yay, I'm happy for you. Probably feels like a whole new living room.
It does. Like granted, this couch it's really not big, but it's just it's so nice to have additional seating. So like when we do have company over, it's nice so people can have a place to sit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I bought a couch.
Yay, big girl moves.
I know. $150, dude.
Seriously, those rentals are so nice, like the U-Haul rentals.
Yep.
When I moved to Richmond, I had like bought a new bed frame from Rooms to Go, and I wanted a new mattress, so I bought one of those like Nectar mattresses that just like the box, they come in a box, you know, it's supposed to be like easy. Well, I moved to Richmond. Rooms to Go came and like put my bed together, and I was waiting for my like mattress to come. It ended up never coming. They never shipped out the order, and so I was in Richmond with no bed, and it was like 6 o'clock, and my mom was there and my sister was there, and so we immediately were like, I have to find a mattress like right now. So I looked all over for mattresses in a box that were queen sized. There were no queen sizes in any Target, any Walmart, nothing. All the Mattress Kings, Mattress Queen, they didn't have any queen size mattresses. They were all completely gone. The nearest one was in Fredericksburg, so we had to drive to Fredericksburg to a Mattress King that was like closing at 7 p.m. We got there at like 6:56. I documented this in a vlog like so long ago when it actually happened. Got there just in time, got this mattress, came back. I didn't have a freaking box spring. My mom was like, Sophia, you didn't know that you need a box spring? I was like, honestly, no. Like, do?
Granted, there are some bed frames that you don't need a box spring, so that's not your fault.
Well, I freaking needed one, and
that's
I didn't
not your
have
fault,
one.
Though. That's not your fault.
I didn't have one, and so my mom gets on Facebook Marketplace. She's like, "Where's a box spring?" This lady said at that moment, she was like, I posted about box spring in an alley in Richmond. Like, I dropped it here. Come get it. Basically, type of post. Like, it's free if you want it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, we have to go get it. It's not going to fit in my car. So we looked up, like, where can we rent a truck? Home Depot. They close at 9 o'clock. By this time, it's like 8 o'clock. So we run to the Home Depot. We rent the truck. I have to go then back down to Richmond, get this box spring, drop it off at my house, and then get back to the Home Depot in time to drop off the truck at 9 o'clock, because if I didn't drop it off before 9, then I had to keep it overnight and then pay for that.
Oh, my.
We were literally, it was like one of those things like, you can't stop us. Like, we're going to get this done.
Yes. Like, you snorted a line before you did all of this. Like...
Literally.
Jeez.
And I still have that box spring to this day. The one in the alleyway. Yeah. It wasn't like lice infested. The woman was just like, I think they had a baby or something. And so they cleared out that room and put the crib in there, and they didn't need the bed anymore. So she was like, just free to whoever wants it, this box spring. So, and I got it. I got that. Oh, I know.
I love that.
Free 99, my favorite price.
Free 99. Yeah, my mom, when we were getting rid of the couch, she was like, you should just put like a big sign that says free on the side of the road. I said, Mom, it's a lot different. It's like, babe,
that's hillbilly hell.
First of all, it's going to rain. So like, I don't want a soggy couch in my front yard, pretty much. I'm like, because I will say that one time I did have a dresser that I was getting rid of. And you've been up and down my steps. I carried that hoe down that Yes, ma'am. Sure
Brittany
did.
has the steepest steps known to me, and they're short and they're steep.
Yep, and there's absolutely no railing. There's only one railing if you're going up to the left, if you're going down to the right, and then there's just like this big gaping hole. So like if you fall, you're dead. You're snapping your neck, pretty much. Like it's
how did you
100%. Girl, pure.
Did you put it on your back?
Pretty much pure adrenaline, my friend, and I carried that thing down the steps.
Oh my god! I'm like kind of scared of you.
Down the steps, and out the door, and I put it on the sidewalk, and I put a big old sign that said "free for the freezies." It was gone in 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
It was gone in 20 minutes.
Hey.
I watched this dude drive by, and I saw him stop. It was a minivan, and I saw him stop, put it in reverse. He got out of the car, started opening the drawers, kind of looking around. Next thing you know, he picks that hoe up, puts it in the back seat, and drives away. And I said, "Oh, okay." I was like, my work here is done. Perfect. But, like, that's easy. It's like a dresser. It's like when you're driving down the road, you see a lamp on the side of the road for free.
Yeah.
You could just throw that in the back seat. A couch is a commitment.
Yeah. That's, oh my gosh. I cannot believe you got that dresser down. And Brittany's stairway is, like, it's open on one side because it's like, it's the wall is gone because you can look down into the living room, basically.
Yes. There's no wall. So, like,
I cannot even.
Yeah, if you're going up the steps, like, and you slip.
Every time I go down Brittany's steps, I audibly am like, whoa. Like,
yeah, and I tell her, I'm like, please.
Don't fall.
Like, her and her Prada slides. I'm like, please. I'm like, those, like, clomp. I'm like, please be careful. Every time she walks down the steps in this, and I mean, it's only been like a couple of times, but whenever she did, my heart was like,
because my foot is like hanging off the edge of the stair. They're so tiny.
They're so small. Like and they're small in height too. You know, so it's like when I walk up the steps, like my whole foot isn't even the size of the step. Like they're tiny steps. Like you'd think that I live in a freaking attic, but like I don't. I just live upstairs. But it's It's a tiny space. But yeah, I carried that dresser down the steps and out the front door because I was crazy. Because I was cleaning stuff out and I was like, I just want and it was one of those like, you know when you can't find something and you start like filling up with rage and you just start throwing clothes everywhere trying to find something. That's how it was with the dresser. It was in my way for what I wanted to do. So I started getting mad and I was like, if I don't get rid of this dresser like yesterday, I'm gonna break it. Like just, you know what I mean? So I just said, and lifted it up and carried it down the steps. I love it. I was so frustrated. I love it. Man.
What do you have going on this week? What's today? Wednesday? How's the end of the week looking?
I'm getting my hair done tomorrow.
Ooh, anything new?
I'm getting you can't really tell in the lighting, but where my blonde used to be in the front, the toner and the gloss is starting to wash out. Mm-hmm. So then you can, like, the blonde is starting to poke through again in the front, and it's just like, it's just washing out. So it's like my roots are a different color than the bottom, and it's just like a routine touch up.
Yeah.
Still at the dark. Nothing changed there.
I love the all dark. I feel like it's just so good for your face. Like, yes. It is everything.
It is perfect. It's
I can't even imagine you blonde anymore.
I can't either. I did see a video recently of me with blonde hair and I was like,
but there's always like that tinge of pain.
I was like, what an era. And it was like when my hair was like super long. I was like, oh my God. It was so pretty. But then the next couple of videos I saw were like my roots were grown out to here, and I'm like, ooh, no, brother, yeah. Ooh, you know what I mean?
Brother, ooh,
what's that, brother? Like,
we could go M for M. I know you've seen those TikToks. I love Central C. I love him. I have loved him. He is like one of my celeb crushes. Like, I have loved him for probably like 3 years now. Mm-hmm. Wow. I remember showing Ian, like, he did this remix to Let It Go. Like, you only need the light when it's burning low.
Oh, yeah.
One of those, but he did like a drill remix to it, and I showed Ian, and he was like, "Who is this clown? Like, who's this absolute clown?
Who is this clown?"
Now he's here with Lil Baby. So what now?
Oh, so what now, babe?
So what now? But the like remixes of like someone being all like English and British and wearing like a little pea coat and having like tea, and then like the baby.
Oh, yes,
it's funny.
Oh God, that's so good. That's so good. What about you? What's the rest of your week?
Oh, very big news. The pest control guy is coming tomorrow.
Slay.
So,
Love that. Roaches.
I know he loves me. Literally, I saw one when I moved in, and I immediately was like, landlord, like,
I'm moving out.
Yeah, do you have like a pest control person?
Right.
So he came and sprayed, and then within like a day, I found another like dead bug. It wasn't a roach, but it was like something small. And I called him again. I was like, hey, like, can you come back out? He was like, he's like, that's not how it works. Like, we come every like 6 months. That's typically like, you have to give it time to set in. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know we were being mean to each other.
Oh, right. Like,
So.
you could have been a little nicer about it. Like,
I was like, okay.
It's like, well, then you didn't do your job because there's a dead bug in my house. Like,
Yeah. He's like, you know, it like takes time, you know, like they start to get in the juice and then they die and blah, blah. I was like, oh, whatever.
Perfect.
But yeah, I was ready for it. I was like, hey, can you come back out? He's like, it's been 5 days. Like, I'm not going to spray again.
It's like, well, there are still bugs here. So,
well, so like, you're wrong.
I need you to control the pests.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, he's like coming for his 6th month or whatever tomorrow.
Cute.
And then I don't even know. I can't even think if I have anything else. I kind of want to tan a little bit.
Ooh.
I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but I'm really going hard on my tan this summer. Y'all can't stop me.
I love that.
Have you tanned yet this year?
Absolutely not. No, ma'am. I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to tan. And I don't want to
your dad's friend?
Oh, that's true. I could do that. I didn't even think about that.
Is his pool open yet?
I have no idea. I'm assuming it is because it's after Memorial Day.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if you want to.
That's
no
true.
pressure.
I could just text him and be like, hey, you going out of town anytime soon?
For real.
Wink,
I love to tan and read. I started a new book the other day too, and I got like 120 pages in just in one sitting.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Big brain over here.
Love that.
Yeah.
Big muscles, big brain.
Yep.
Amazing.
I think that's about it, honestly. I'm trying to think. I went to the med spa today. We did some funny TikToks. I posted one on my Instagram. We like did that little trend where you have 2 people holding a sign, and like the first one.
I did see that. That was so cute.
The first sign says like, we're looking for, and then the other person signs, I made up ours to say like, men with trust funds. And then she like hits me, and then I'm like, oh sorry, new clients with men who have trust funds.
With men who have trust funds. I saw that. That was so cute.
Yeah, it's doing well. We actually hit 900 followers today, so that was like a big milestone.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, we started in the trenches. We started with like 390, so we're trucking along.
Dude, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun job. I can't complain.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay, girlies. Well, we love you so much. This is a good episode.
This was good.
I'm about to go down the rabbit hole of North.
Dude, you got to. You have to. All you have to do is go to TikTok and just type in North, and it's going to be Lion King, Kim Kardashian, Lion King, North Lion King, North Kanye West, Lion King. Like, it's going to be the whole thing. And I'm hoping that you go down the rabbit hole. I'm hoping that you see the audition tapes, because the kids that I've seen are freaking insanely talented, and it just breaks my heart that they didn't get the opportunity because of a Nepo-baby.
Yeah, that it's like you're robbing other people of opportunities, and that's the part that's even worse, is that there's kids who actually wanted this and they've been working for it for probably years at this point.
Exactly. Drives me nuts.
Not okay.
Like,
poor North.
There's a difference between being privileged and having things handed to you. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's some celebrities, I can't remember, like somebody made a video talking about like how some celebrities are like, we will help you get these opportunities, but like, then you need to work for it, kind of thing. It's almost like networking with like your parents, being like, oh, like my buddy's company is hiring for a temp this summer. I dropped your name in the hat. Like, you have an opportunity to interview. That's networking. That's life. But then him being like, I got you the job. You start Monday and you're incredibly not qualified for it, and all these other applicants can go kick rocks. I'm bringing you in because you're my buddy's kid. That's a completely different story.
And also, your dad wrote us a check.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
made a fat donation.
Oh my gosh.
Awful.
All right. Y'all stay safe out there, seriously.
For real.
We love you so much.
Stay out of the trenches. Drink water. Go tan. Read a book.
Yes, and follow our Instagram.
Yes.
That too.
Self-care. Follow our Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Please and thank you.
Us our TikTok.
Like our TikToks. We do not have
I need
TikTok,
to make us a TikTok.
And do little like snippets of our video.
I know.
Cute.
One other thing to add to the list, dude.
One other thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, yeah, follow our Instagram, rate us 5 stars. We love you so much.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.